Welcome back, everybody. We got another video in our series for Builder's Guide to Accounting for the Florida Contractors exam. Now, we've covered all the chapters in the book, but there are a few more sections in the book that are non-chapters that I still think are important for you to cover. Let's get into it. So, the appendixes start in the back of the book. The appendixes start on page 323, all right? There's a bunch of info in here. We're not going to cover everything in here because not everything I think is relevant, but there's a couple of things that I do want you to see. So if we go on page 330, you're going to see a couple of things that you've seen before that in the previous chapters: balance sheet, the income statement, statement of cash flow. What I think was really important is that in this section of the book, you can actually see what a balance sheet looks like over here. You can see what an income statement looks like over here. Remember, I keep saying it, we're not CPAs. For the purpose of the exam, nobody's going to be asking you in-depth accounting questions. You're not going to be responsible for putting together a balance sheet or an income statement. But if the need arises where they ask a question about an income statement or a balance sheet, it may be helpful for you to have an example, and which is what these are. These are just essentially examples of these income statements and balance sheets. So, remember, if you need to see one or you think it will help you with a question, you can see these in the back, page 331, 32, 33. Here you have a statement of cash flow, and I think that's important. All right. Then there's Appendix C. There's not much here, but I do remember seeing something. Okay, so yes, this is also on page 344. The concept of sheltering. You can shelter part of your income as a self-employed contractor if you set up I'm not really sure how to say this word. If you set up a co-plan, this lets you place 25% of your net earnings in the account and deduct those contributions from your adjusted gross income. Now, I don't remember this coming up. I don't remember this being mentioned on my exam, but when I was reading this book on my own and when I was going over it, it seemed like a pretty important topic, and I figured, what the hell, I might as well highlight it because it seems like it's something that may come up. And that's pretty much the last thing. Then that's on page 344. After that, you have, these are all the exams, all those practice exams. These are all the answers to all of them, to all the chapters, if you've been doing this. And here you've got on page 351, you have the index. I think that's also a super important section of the book, and I think it's a very, very in-depth index which can help you on the exam. Like I said, when you're taking these questions, when you're seeing these questions on the exam, the first few words will kind of give it away what they want you to find. And the easiest thing to do is if you are not sure on your own where to get the information from this book, just jump straight into the index and look for the key terminology in the index. Chances are it's going to bring you to a section that's going to help you get the answer to the question pretty quickly. I think this is one of the strong things about this book as opposed to the Florida Contractors Manual, that this index is, I think, much better organized and much easier to use. So definitely make sure that you use that index. And that's pretty much it. We're done. That covers the whole book, and that should be the end, the final video in our series for the Builder's Guide to Accounting. Once again, I appreciate you spending the time watching these videos. If you have any questions, please let me know. And if there's something else you want to see, drop me a comment, let me know, and I'll see what I can do about putting together another video to address any kind of questions that you may have. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I wish you all the best on your exam. I know you're going to do great. I know you've put in the time and you've put in the effort, and you're going to pass that exam, and you'll be well on your way to becoming a Florida contractor. Thank you for watching. Take care.